Hi, I'm Jennifer, and I'm the owner of Porcelynne, and this is my daughter Emily, and we have been quarantined for 5 weeks, right? Something like that?
I think. No.
Anyways.
10 weeks. It feels
yeah,
like
it feels
10.
like 10 weeks. Anyways, this is kind of a breakaway from what I normally do. We are actually going to be doing a project from this awesomely terrible book from the 1980s, Stitch by Stitch. And we are going to do the project. Let's see, I just saved this part. This sewing project right here. This lovely outfit. It's made out of terry cloth. The sale set, but it is not out of terry cloth. We're actually going to do it a little different. So I have made some changes to this. And if you look, this is my finished top. So I use this fun fabric that's this vintage fabric that I had my hands on. So you have pockets here, pockets here. There's definitely things I'd modify, and I definitely made a lot of changes from the book to here. Should I try it on and see if it works? See if it fits?
Yeah. And then I can try it on.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay. What do you think? It's a little tight.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I probably should make that look a little bit prettier because it looks a little bit, maybe I'll fold it under. Yeah, that's probably better, right? Does that look better? Fold it under? Yeah, so I got my pockets here. So this is probably...
Or you can go in here and you
Yes,
can
I can
put water bottles in here.
Right, yes, I can actually wear this out walking. And maybe if I lose a little more weight, it'll fit. Other than that, you know, I removed, I didn't have the drawstring on it. I thought this would be kind of fun. I've been holding on to this fabric because it's got such pretty purple color to it. And I wanted to make something fun with it, and I think this counts as something fun. So,
Mama, I want to wear it.
I know, you can wear it. Okay, we'll put it on her so she can test it out.
Yeah, like that. No?
Head. Arms. Okay, it's like a, yeah, it's like a nightgown, worse than a nightgown. Okay, so this obviously is not a child size.
But if you want it to be like where you sleep in it, it would be a child one if you're super cold.
Okay. Well, you'd probably rip it the way you sleep. So.
Yeah, I would probably rip it.
This
is... I sleep crazy.
So this is the first video I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to give this book away. And I'm going to look for some fabric that I can even give to you so you can recreate this top. And of course there's a lot of other projects in here. There's crocheting, there's knitting.
I already know how to do both of those.
There was some really bad photography in here. Yeah, it's got knitting. I had them making a wedding dress. So there's some fun little things on here. At least it could be interesting projects, you know, if you work your way through it. Kick pleats, these are great to learn for any garment actually. So that's kind of a cool thing. Oh, and where was it? It was the men's knitting, which was hilarious. Just the outfits. Anyways, this can be yours. And I will give you fabric included, and all you have to do is write the funniest thing that has happened to you during this quarantine in the comments below. And I'm going to pick the funniest one, and you will win this 9th edition. Now I have a whole box full of them, so if you are interested in doing more of these, I will have a different kind of a topic. I'm also planning to make the beanbag chair with Emily. She said that she wants the beanbag chair, so I'll also be making this in another video. So you'll be able to make a whole bunch of different things. So remember, if you do want to enter this, make sure in the comments below you, she's gone, just include a little story about the funniest thing that has happened to you during this quarantine. And enjoy the sewing tutorial. So I'm going to be doing a project out of this book, and it is this lovely outfit. I've made a few changes though, and I am not making one for men because I don't know what man would actually wear this now, but who knows. So this is a boat neck, so it's really high on the neck, and I really don't like my shirts to come that high. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a slit and finish the slit here. This top also has drawstrings on the wrist and at the bottom, and I'm going to get rid of those, and I'm actually going to, Emily, you're kind of, I'm actually going to put a banding at the bottom of them, and I'm going to do that pattern in a little bit. I haven't made the pattern for that one yet. Now the pocket here, it is really, let's see, there's another picture here, sorry. I already lost the other page. So there's a picture right here, and it shows that the pocket is very narrow in the front. So this is a 14-inch wide pocket. Emily, please, okay? I've decided to make this actually 18 inches, so it's a little bit wider. So you're not just kind of like putting your hands right, right in the front. So you have a little bit more room there. So I went ahead and I made my patterns here. And I'll include instructions on my blog if you want to kind of follow along. So I'm going to do the instructions a little bit different too. I'm actually using a knit fabric, and this was suggested for a terry cloth. Nobody wears terry cloth shirts anymore. This is just like a nice little light sweater knit, and I'm going to sew most everything with the overlock machine. So let's see, anything else I get changed on here? Nope. And I'm also going to change the order of construction as well. On here it does show twill tape used for the shoulder, which I think we do want to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the shoulders with the twill tape and then go in with the overlock. But before I do that, I'm going to have to do the slit on the front. So and I think that's the sleeve. So here's one of the longer front pieces. So I'm just going to take and find the middle, because I do not like anything coming straight up into my neck. So I'm going to make it, I'm just going to kind of gauge it. I'm going to do right about, maybe like that. See, I'm going to do a little slit. I'm going to finish it. I'm just going to use some single fold bias tape that I have here. Don't think I need much for this. I'll just cut off that much. And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to sew around this neckline. So I'm going to stitch on here, coming around. So that's going to be like 1/8 of an inch right over here. I'm going to sew this kind of coming all the way around, and then I'm going to do the other side as well, and then flip it over. And then I'm going to do an extra top stitch in here, so it'll just help reinforce it, because this will fray because this is a knit. Okay, I'll be at the machine next. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to sew this on here. Now the one thing I've kind of gotten in the habit of doing is I actually start sewing kind of the hard to sew stuff first. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this started. Got a nice little small stitch on here, and then I'm going to line this up right on the edge. So I'm trying to sew in that crease. Okay, I'm almost down to that corner. So once I've got that, then I'm going to try and stretch this out a little bit and come back this side. Now if I end up having a little hole, I can always go in and fix that. Okay, let's see, I have no nippers, but I have a seam ripper. Okay, so look, so far so good. Okay, I'm going to then fold this back inside. And actually I can do going to do this a little different. So I'm going to fold it right on that edge.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you, sweetie. And over here it's going to be a little bit tricky because we don't want to sew any pleats into the knit. And I think we've got it. I think I can fix the last little bit after this. And because I'm using a bias binding, it makes it a little bit easier. Did you put, oh, you should. Okay.
I gave them to you.
So right now, if we have this neckline, it's going to have kind of a little loop like this. Let's see if I can show you. So we don't want it to look like that. So I'm actually going to fold one side down. Actually, what I can do, I'm going to fold it like this. Sometimes I have to play around with this until I actually get it to do what I want it to do. So, got it folded like this, and I'm going to go right from where I've stitched in a V shape to the edge, back stitch, back stitch. So I kind of have a little V shape right at the neck, and I did a really terrible job on that. But that's okay. This is for me.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's for me.
You make it long. You don't.
This is for fun anyways. So I'm not going to get not going to get upset by it. Okay, so Emily, why don't you go grab me the other really big piece? I think it's sitting over on the table.
And it doesn't matter if it gets ruined.
Hold on. Let me-
This one?
No, this one. Okay, so we've got our neckline done. We're going to put, and I didn't mark any notches or anything on here to make it easy so I didn't accidentally sew something wrong. Okay. So this one we're supposed to sew, I believe the pattern shows 6 inches. Can you grab me a ruler? And this is a little bit of twill tape that I have. I've donated most of the rest of it so people could use it for mask making, but I decided to hold on to this stuff. Okay, that's the biggest ruler she could find. So, let's see, 1,
I know there's another big ruler.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, right about here. So I'm going to sew to right about there. I don't want something bigger than that, sweetie. I would like something smaller. Okay. Yeah. And then this will just help keep the edges from fraying. And I'm actually going to go down just a little bit because I am going to not do that right this second. Give me the other binding. The purple twill tape. And a pair of scissors. Thank you. Yep.
I just did that.
Thank you.
Because
Okay. We're still recording, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to trim that off. Actually, I'm going to, since we're going to be doing the shoulders and the neckline all in one, and I don't want it to get kind of weird doing the overlock, I'm actually going to do some binding on my shoulder. So, let's see if I can do this. And I'm going to cheat because this is supposed to be single bias, and I'm going to treat this, I'm just going to sew in this smack dab down the middle. I'm going to put that right onto the edge and still sew right down the middle. you can actually cheat with the supplies you have. And let me get this. Ow, that hurt.
What did he do?
I whacked my hand. That's what I did. Okay, and then I'm kind of folding that over on the end. Fold that back because I didn't want to have kind of the big piece of binding. I just wanted to clean finish the edge. So opening that up, of course, if you have an iron, that would be absolute best. But I don't.
Our iron is full.
Yeah, our iron is full of stuff. So
Has a bunch of stuff on it.
yes, our iron has a bunch of stuff on it. And actually, the way I am sewing this, I don't think I'm going to have to add twill tape. Or maybe. We'll see. So this also gives us kind of a clean finish on our neckline and the armhole sleeve area. So if I had actually double fold tape, this just keeps falling off. It would have been better. Honey, can you find me a screwdriver? I think that's in my bamboo basket. Okay, and if you see, we got that all beautifully sewn down, although not really beautifully sewn down. Oh yeah, not too bad. No, honey, the bamboo basket, bamboo, the big one. The one that's over here that has all my tools. Can you look where I'm pointing? Can you look where I'm pointing? Up there. Oh, yeah.
What did you say?
A screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver. Yes, that short attention span. Out of thread? Of course I am.
Mama, here you go.
Thank you.
It's too small for me too.
Right, well. Okay. Okay, I need to make another bobbin, or we will just use red.
I love red.
Yeah, it won't really look good on here, but I really don't want to make another bobbin right now. And I believe this is the same thread. It was in my drawer, yeah. That drawer has all sorts of bobbins in it.
It might not look pretty. It doesn't have to look pretty.
Why doesn't it have to look pretty?
You don't have to make it pretty.
Yeah, just, is it the effort that counts?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. So those are the words of my 7-year-old, that it does not matter what it looks like because you're trying.
You're trying so hard and you got it wrong a lot of times, but never give up.
Yep, I got it wrong a lot of times, but I'm never going to give up. Yep. And I think I'll do this differently on the other side because this is just not working out right. But hey, why not?
Give up.
Nope, no one should give up ever, right? Especially in math homework, you should not give up. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's so hard you can't do it, just don't do it. Because I tried a lot of times doing my work that my daddy got me, and it was so hard. And I told him to get it because it was like, it was the hardest math that I didn't know.
I'm going to do this the same as I did on the neckline, is right on the edge. So it'll be easier to manage. So double fold would be a whole lot better. I'm going to use what I got. On a quest, you use what you have? Oh, because yes, we watched Onward the other day.
Yeah. It was scary. I like it. When it comes on to, when it's not on...
And see, I'll just flip it like that. Just like I did on the first.
Live, we're probably gonna record it because I like it. But it's probably gonna be a couple years, maybe. I don't know.
Well, we have Disney Plus right now, so we can watch that whenever.
I know. It's free. Almost everything.
It's not free because I pay for Disney Plus.
Almost everything on Disney Plus is free.
We have to pay for Disney Plus, but then we get to watch everything without getting charged for each movie. Yes, that is true.
We have 13 minutes. That's a lot.
What? The video's been 13 minutes?
That's a lot.
Okay.
That's so
Okay, so now I've got my necklines finished, so I'm going to put the necklines up to each other. Right sides facing each other. And actually, I don't need the twill tape because I'm just going to use the binding itself. I'm going to line up my shoulders here. And basically, the twill tape is to keep it from stretching out of place. So we know it needs to go to right about here. What, honey?
Would this be good to do it on my machine?
The part I'm doing right now could work on your machine.
I don't know.
No, I'm saying it can work on your machine right now, but we're going to be working on the overlock machine.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to make sure we match what we did on the other side, so I'm just going to kind of keep a marking right there. Who needs instructions?
Do not sew your fingers.
Okay, hopefully that is enough room for my neck. Ooh, it looks kind of small. Well, we'll see. Oops.
It might fit me.
Yeah, it might fit. Jeez. I might be donating this to somebody. Okay. Okay, get to the other big pieces, okay, sweetie?
The other big pieces.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This one.
Yep. There's two big pieces here. These are the sleeves. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center. I'm going to line that here. So this is a little different than the instructions in this book do. And you know what? Could you get me a pin? 3 pins. I need 3 pins.
3 pins.
There's the pin box right there. Or you can get me that one. Don't stab me. Come on, put it in my hand. Okay, I'm going to need 3 more for the other side. So that's the one right in the middle. One over here. And one lined up to this side. And whoever said, I don't think anyone ever said that pattern making in the 80s was good. So, let's see, where's the other side? Okay.
I'm not even poking myself.
That's good.
You can take the handles because I'm holding it the right way
Okay, thank you.
to be giving it. Daddy taught me that, I think. It was Daddy.
Oh, Daddy taught you something?
Yeah.
I'm happy that Daddy taught you something.
It was that. Yeah,
Okay.
he taught me that.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to that overlock machine next.
Okay.
And
And
I'm all pinned and ready to go. Okay, I don't have my other overhead camera set up, so this is going to be just a quick little video here. Here's to attach the sleeves. Oops, and
What?
I need thread there.
Can I put that?
Okay, so we're just going to attach the sleeves to the body. Make sure you do not sew over your pins.
Because if you sew over your pins, you will ruin the pins.
Yes, you will ruin the pins. She is wise, I tell you. Yeah, I don't need that.
Oh, the outside feels nice.
And I'm just trimming off just a little hair.
Not very much, but still a lot.
And I actually need to rethread that.
And if you sew all of your pins, you will keep having to buy more pins and you'll waste all your money on pins.
Oh, I wish my eyes were better.
Can I get your glasses?
No, I just need to... I don't think my glasses will help. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Okay. And get the other sleeve attached.
Sometimes it's hard to find the other side if the piece is so long.
Yeah, like I can't find it right here. Here it is. Okay.
And you're on a small table, super small, and you can't even fit the sewing machine.
If you ever wondered what it was like to have a child that never stops talking, welcome to my world. This has been a very tiring
That's
last 5-6 weeks of stay in place, stay at home, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's see.
staying inside so then we don't get sick.
Yep,
And get this thing.
yep, we don't want to get that virus.
I don't want to say it because it's going to make me worried.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So,
I say it in my head that I say the thing.
okay, now I kind of see what's going on. I'm just going to flip it over and basically sew the side seam, the sleeve and the armhole all in one shot. Or the sleeve and side seam.
Don't cut your finger.
I'm not going to cut my finger.
Because if you cut your finger off, you will have no finger. But it would probably only be
going to pivot
Mommy, you should take
down
off
the side.
scissors
Okay.
from the table.
Then you take the scissors.
Because I don't want it to fall on someone's feet.
Yep, my feet.
It might be mine if it was like by me because I'm right by you. On a table that you're sewing on that moves, that wiggles. And it might fall on your feet or foot or someone else's. Some of those are being empty.
Okay.
Do not say that other people are not your family because they are.
Okay, why don't you hit stop on both of them? Or hit stop? Okay, so what I just did is I sewed the sleeve on, and then I sewed with one swoop armhole and side seam. And so I'm going to flip this inside out. I'm just kind of taking a quick look at what's going on so far, and wow, this is totally an 80s shirt. I do not think that the neckline is big enough, so I'm actually going to go in and seam rip a few more inches so it's a little bit more open over here on both this side, and then I might fix that too. And then before I move to the pocket, I'm actually going to work on trying to get together a band pattern for the sleeve. Okay, I still don't have the other camera overhead, so I'm going to overlock the two together, the two triangles. I'm actually had to recut one of them because I want to have the contrasting angles, and Emily, stop that. Whatever you're doing. Okay. And the instructions in the book are a little less, not really great to understand completely. So, see, now she's storming off. I have no idea why. It's my life right now. Okay. The instructions don't really seem to make a whole lot of sense. So, I'm going to make them up from this point on. So, apparently we need to, I'm going to overlock this at the one edge, the top edge, because it's going to get folded down, I think. Couldn't really figure that out. So I'm just going to overlock the top. And I'm also going to overlock the sides, because I believe these just get folded down. And then I believe all three layers get attached down here at the bottom. So I'm going to do it so my layers are kind of contrasting a little bit. So I kind of get that, because there's apparently a whole bunch of different pockets going on here. Now she's pitching a fit. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to overlock the bottom. Get that blade up. Okay, now I'll get back to the table to finish pinning this in place. Okay, so here's my pocket. I basically overlocked the bottom edges. This is a really, really weird design. So this is the pocket.
And it's cool.
Okay, here's the pocket. What we are basically going to need to do, I overlocked all the edges so we can fold it under and sew it in place. So I'm just going to fold this under. What, honey? You can be right here. And I don't want you crowding me, okay?
Okay. Mama.
I can't hug you right now.
Okay, when we're done with...
When we're done with this, we'll go over to Nana's, okay?
Okay. And I'll tell you if it's warm right away when I get in.
Well, I'm not going in the pool. You can go in the pool. That's for you.
It's
Okay, so I'm
cold.
pinning that down.
It's probably cold.
I could probably take and iron this. If you wanted to, you could actually do like a top stitch on that too. It actually suggests doing a stitch right here, or you could leave it open and kind of like let stuff hang through there. I'm also going to pin down this side. Yeah, these instructions for this book are kind of, you know. So a lot of things are open for interpretation.
You have a lot of choices on a lot of things for this.
Well, honey, open for interpretation means you kind of have to make your own rules. And you kind of have to make up your own instructions.
But also, you can go down there or just leave it clear. And you can change a little bit of stuff. It's like you get to do whatever you want to do.
Well, that's how all sewing goes. You get to do whatever you want to do. Especially in my book. I don't believe in instructions. Not really. Kind of. I write instructions to help people follow my patterns, but I do not really follow instructions.
And the instructions that I was making didn't really work, and I tried, and I made it. But it looks good now because now it has a big gap under there. I didn't know they have it upside down like that. I thought it had to be like this, and then a gap underneath there. It would be so weird.
Okay, so what I think we do now, because it is not clear, it certainly shows her putting her hands in here, so that leads me to believe that I should actually stitch this down first before I attach everything. So I'm going to stitch this down before it's on here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the machine. Maybe I can do this. And I don't think I'm going to do a band at the bottom. I think we're just going to fold it under. So I'm going to raise this up just a little bit. I'm going to pin the bottom part because I am going to sew the bottom part with the straight stitch. I'm doing this because I've got the table and it's easier to line it up this way. This is the only part I'm going to pin to the shirt right now. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the other machine. I'm going to stitch this together first. Then I'm going to stitch this on here, and then I'm going to continue in pinning the rest of the pocket down, sewing here, and then sewing in the middle, and then my shirt is almost done except for the sleeves. I may leave the sleeves as wide as they are also, kind of mixing it up. You know, it's a little bit different. I undid this at the neck, and I actually just kind of stitched it down, which we'll see if that works. I opened up the neck about an extra inch or two on both sides. So I'm going to go back over to the straight stitch machine and finish this up. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this bottom piece down that I pinned over at the table, and I'm going to start kind of here, and then I'm going to go back, do a back stitch, and go off the edge. That way it's a little bit more secure. Oops, and of course it just came out.
What came out?
The thread came out. Okay, so before I go and stitch the sides, I now need to stitch up the top fold to get this going down. And since this is stretch, you could actually do this as a zigzag. I think I will. That way it won't stretch out with your hands inside the pocket. Okay, go back to setting this down. Make sure that you are not pinning through both layers. So kind of line it up according to your side seam. Get this pinned. I'm actually going to sew that back with a straight stitch. Okay, I got the other side stitched down. And the last stitch they recommend is right down the middle of the pocket. So,
You stitched right down?
yep, it suggests doing it right down the middle of the pocket. Now, I don't know if this was supposed to be done before this, but I think it makes sense to do it now. Okay.
Okay.
So that means you can't hold your own hands. Okay, looks like my pocket is done. And everything is totally stretched out, but that's okay. I'll throw it in the dryer, it might shrink a little bit. Okay, so the hem, and wow, I'm totally seeing I did not sew that pocket on. Straight? Really? That's really bad. Oh, whatever. Okay, we can now, if we wanted to, we could take and overlock the edge and then fold it down and, honey, I'm talking, please, okay? We could take and overlock it and then fold it down in zigzag, or you can just take and we can just kind of fold it under twice and zigzag it. I'm just going to do that. I have a cover stitch machine too, but that involves me moving some stuff that I don't want to move. So we will have a red zigzagged hem. And I look forward to trying this on, see if it even fits me. Lovely. Cool. Got the hem. So you can't even really tell it's red. Okay, we got the sleeves too. I'm going to take and do the same thing with my sleeves. I decided not to do the banding on it. Okay, it is done.
Can I do it?
There we go. Yep, we can hit stop on both of them. Thanks for watching. If you would like to have more content like this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment below. Thank you very much.